Can't tell the future, but I know how to do math. The math is pointing to a massive explosion in residential real estate home values in the next economic cycle. What I've been promoting on this channel is that many everyday Americans can get in on this. This is not one of those opportunities where you have to be in a certain position necessarily or high up to take advantage of. So how do you participate in this next bull run in the residential real estate market, other than owning a home, other than owning a bunch of rental properties? We're going to discuss a strategy to do so and where a good place to set this strategy up to do so is. Let's go over the scenario of why residential real estate is going to be a phenomenal investment, highly likely in the next economic cycle upon us. Very simply put, the Federal Reserve's downward pressure is stemming the tide on a massive inventory issue, as well as almost 90% of homeowners having mortgage rates, existing mortgage rates of less than 6%. This is not allowing a ton of people to be able to move out of their existing properties up to other properties because they don't want higher interest rates. And then you double that down with the fact that we have literally a physical home shortage of millions in the United States as well at the same time. When the Federal Reserve is either forced or do a victory lap, they pull down interest rates. The Fed funds rate likely bringing the 10-year Treasury down with it. Mortgage rates, one way or another, are gonna come down with it, whether the Federal Reserve wins or loses this battle against inflation. If that's the case, then what that means is if rates come down somewhere at or below 6%, this is going to allow a lot of homeowners who are ready to move up or move on out of their homes to get out of their properties and get into take that equity and graduate into other properties, and do so without having to take on a much higher interest rate. That's going to allow a bunch of first-time home buyers to get in on their first property. There's going to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of buyers able to shift and move around this market that can't right now. When that happens, a ton of residential real estate in quality parts of the country are going to take off. And it's not going to be those hot, expensive markets. It's going to be those, less common metro markets, and it's going to be the outskirts of those metro markets that are going to do really well. Homes between 200 and 400,000 are likely going to see the greatest appreciation throughout the United States, depending on the market, of course. So that having been said, how do you participate in this? Warren Buffett himself has placed a major bet on the residential real estate market by placing nearly $1 billion in stock purchases on 3 very significant size new home construction companies in the United States. Even Warren Buffett sees a great opportunity here. That's not talking about all the hedge funds over the last few years, pre and post COVID, that have bought into residential real estate and even become landlords in the last few years themselves. Residential real estate, primary and secondary home style real estate has a ton of promise. Single family homes, 2 to 4 units, has a ton of potential right now. So how do you get in if you don't own a home right now, you don't own a bunch of real estate, and you're not necessarily in position in the next 6 to 12 months to get in on a property? What's another avenue for you? That avenue is going to be the stock market. 2 different ways in the stock market. You can go the Warren Buffett route and find new home construction companies like he did and bet on those companies. They're going to be in high demand now and in the future when rates start to come down and this housing boom kicks back in. You can go that route, or you can go into one of those broader index funds that covers largely, real estate as a whole, but leans into that residential real estate space. It's going to be a lot of diversification, so you may not see all of the upside. But if you want to participate and maybe moderate your risk, that's an option. The next option is going to be REITs. This might be the most attractive one out of the bunch because it's going to allow you the ability to be able to do diligence on those companies, or those REITs rather, where they put their focus. And you can find ones that focus in on residential real estate, still diversify yourself some, and get some great benefits and great dividends returns with a lot of these REITs that exist out here. Do your homework on REITs. Do your homework on specific REITs. Remember, we're focused on residential real estate. Commercial real estate is not looking very attractive in some sectors. And if you're new to this, then commercial real estate could be a bit complex for you. So I don't want you to get in over your head. If there's a lot of wind, y'all excuse me. But residential real estate is where you're looking to be. And there's a ton of REITs that can help you get in on that. So I wanted to bring that to you. But I'm also going to tell you why I believe Chase Bank might be the best option. JP Morgan Chase Bank will say in this case, because Chase is the bank JP Morgan's the broker. The reason I encourage JP Morgan as the primary institution to consider this for is because, number one, relationship banking. The more you do within house in a quality institution, a traditional bank, the more benefits you get from that institution. So you starting a brokerage account that grows to any significant size is going to open up the doors for you within that banking relationship, especially if you don't have a full relationship with them yet. That bank's going to feel teased and tantalized and start to offer you, special offers to bring more of your relationship over to them. Another reason why that's very important, Chase Bank is the biggest and sturdiest financial institution in the United States. This is in the midst of a very significant and low-hanging banking crisis and a brokerage crisis. A lot of fintechs are struggling right now. These fintech brokerages and a lot of these smaller regional banks are struggling right now. JP Morgan Chase, as much as I like the decentralization, I love the idea of neighborhood banks, you have to be sensible right now. And JP Morgan is one of those institutions, one of those brokers that is literally not going anywhere. If JP Morgan Chase goes under, you can best believe the United States is in trouble. So this is for peace of mind. This is for you to participate in this massive bull run in the residential housing market and do so with an institution and a brokerage that's going to give you security, that's going to give you an intuitive platform, commission-free trades. They're also going to give you relationship banking feature because JP Morgan and Chase Bank, when it comes to your banking relationship, are well integrated together. When you need service, you can actually go into the branch or pick up the phone and get that. When you need to expand your banking relationship, majority of that is going to be under one umbrella when you walk into a branch or pick up the phone to call. So for you, it's a relatively seamless experience, additional benefits and points for relationship banking, and the security of a brokerage and an institution that is sturdy as it gets in the United States. This is allow you to the peace of mind to participate in, again, probably one of the greatest bull markets in the residential real estate space that we're going to see in our lifetime. I want you to comment down below and let me know how you plan to participate in this. Do you even believe residential real estate is going up? Or are you somebody who still believes there's a crash coming? If you do plan to participate, put down how you plan to do so down below. And let me know what institution or brokerage you're going to focus on if this stock or REIT strategy is hitting home for you and you plan on taking advantage. Comment down below. To all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. You want to learn more about myself and the channel? Work your way in the description section and work your way out to the about section of the channel. And of course, subscribe, like this video, share it with someone that you believe can get value from it. Other than that, I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.
This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity Network, a channel dedicated to helping you increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, the proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity.